Few of them, a very notable one, Ravana, Banasura, Brikasura, and many other demons. And these personalities, they are so powerful, like Ravana, that no person, including demigods, can stand them because of the blessing of Lord Shiva. That is how powerful Lord Shiva is, that he can bless anyone to become extremely powerful, that the whole universe will have difficulty dealing with him. Ravana cannot be overcome by anyone, cannot be defeated by anyone, except the personality of Godhead. In the Ramayana, when Dharmachandra go to Lanka, and in the evening they have to spy each other. For the first time, Dharmachandra is seeing Ravana, and the first time Ravana is seeing Dharmachandra face to face. In Saturday, they don't greet by shaking hands. They don't greet by shaking hand and ask how your body. A Sudra greeting. In Saturday, they greet by arrows. So to entertain them that evening before the real battle will start the next day, Lord Ramachandra and Ravana, they met silently. This meeting was without each other's associate. Ravana's formidable army headed by Kumbhakarna, Indrajit, they were not there. And Lord Machandra's associate, the Varanas, they were also not there. They were come somewhere, but they could see. So Lord Machandra met with Ravana, who had been empowered, so much so that he is invisible to the demigods, including the powerful thunderbolt of Indra. So they greeted each other that evening, and Lord Machandra, for a few minutes, destroyed the chariot of Ravana, killed all his chariot driver and the elephant, the horses. He killed all of them, dismantled the chariot, brought Ravana down. He fell down. His crown was knocked off. And Ramachandra said, that is good evening, sir. So you can go home. And tomorrow we will meet. So Ramachandra, after settling with Ravana, he came back to the Banaras. And Lord Ramachandra said, you see what I have done? No one can do this except two people, myself and Lord Shiva. Only two people can do this to Ravana. Nobody else can do it. So that is the position of Lord Shiva. Such a great devotee of Lord Krishna. Such a great devotee of Lord Krishna. So let us try to understand Lord Shiva's position, which is very, very difficult for many people to understand. So we can read something from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 88. Lord Shiva saved from Vrikasura. King Parikshit said, those demigods, demons, and humans who worship Lord Shiva, a strict renunciate. Lord Shiva is a strict renunciate. Usually enjoy wealth and sense gratification. While the worshippers of the Supreme Lord Hari, the husband of the goddess of fortune, do not. Lord Shiva is extremely renounced. He is mentioned, he is strict renunciate. And Lord Krishna is supreme sense gratifier, the husband of the goddess of fortune. They live opposite. What is the opposite? Lord Shiva is extremely renounced, but his disciples are wealthy. They are in opulence. As we mentioned before, Ravana's sleeping bed is made of 1,008 karat gold. That's the Ravana. the disciple of Lord Shiva. But Lord Shiva himself, he sleeps on the floor. Therefore, the word here is strict renunciate. I perfectly befit Lord Shiva. He sleeps on the floor. He has no residence. He doesn't have a house. He doesn't have a good dress. But his disciples are extremely wealthy, extremely opulent, extremely powerful. But he himself, he is dressed by deer skin, a tree bark, decorated with ashes from crematorium, and garlanded by skulls. His disciples are opulently dressed with costly garment, very expensive garment. But himself, very, very, very down to earth renunciate. But look at Lord Krishna, supremely opulent, very wealthy, is a husband of goddess of fortune. His disciples are very poor. Kolabesudara is one. Sudama, very poor, very poor. Sudama Vipra, the Brahman, very poor. Krishna is supremely wealthy. He lives in Dwarka as Lord Dwarkadisha. He lives in Jagannath Puri as the Lord of the universe. For the disciples, opposite. So this is the position of Lord Krishna and Lord Shiva. Opposite. But they have no issues. They don't have issues. Lord Shiva is perfectly acting under the instruction of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. 100% under the instruction of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. We wish to properly understand this matter, which greatly puzzles us. Indeed, the result attained by the worshippers of these two lords of opposite characters are contrary to one who will expect. Sri Sukadeva Goswami said, Lord Shiva is always united with his personal energy, the material nature, that is Durga. Lord Shiva is always united with his personal energy, the material nature, manifesting himself in three futures in response to the entreaties of nature's three modes. He thus embodies the threefold principles of material ego in goodness, passion, and ignorance. The 16 elements have evolved as transformations of that false ego. When a devotee of Lord Shiva worships his manifestation in any one of these elements, the devotee obtains all sorts of corresponding enjoyable opulences. Lord Hari, however, has no connection with the material moods. He is a supreme personality of Godhead, the all-seeing eternal witness who is transcendental to material nature. One who worships him becomes similarly free from the material moods. What is that? Sukadeva Goswami, he said, Lord Shiva is what? Lord Shiva is always united with his personal energy. That means Lord Shiva is Lord Vishnu who has connection with Maya. And Lord Vishnu is Vishnu who does not have connection with Maya. Lord Krishna has no connection with Durga, with material energy. So Lord Krishna that has direct contact with Material energy is Lord Shiva. This is the difference between Krishna and Lord Shiva. And Lord Brahma made it very, very clear. Lord Brahma made it very clear that Shambhu is a transformation of milk. Lord Vishnu is milk, and Lord Shiva is yogurt. What is the difference? Yogurt cannot function as milk, but milk can function as milk, and it can also function as yogurt. So that is the position of Lord Vishnu. Lord Vishnu is milk. When Lord Vishnu becomes transformed by the process of acid, what is that? By touching Maya, that becomes Lord Shiva. So Lord Shiva is not Jiva. His position is between Jiva and the Supreme. So he is Vishnu who has connection with Maya. That's the Lord Shiva's position, like you got. So Lord Brahma explained this very nicely. And Lord Shiva is what? A glance. It is mentioned here that he is always united with his personal energy, the material nature. How does that take place? The glance of Vishnu. The glance of Vishnu is what? Vishnu. When he touches Maya, that becomes Lord Shiva. So now Shambhu, Lord Vishnu has become transformed as Shambhu. Therefore, Lord Shiva is not 100% Vishnu. He is little less because of his connection, direct connection with Maya, Durga. So this is the position of Lord Shiva and Lord Vishnu. So we should not be confused about Lord Shiva's position. So in other words, Lord Shiva has two features, Vishnu side and the demigod side. Demigod side because he has connection directly with Maya. Vishnu side because it's a glance of Vishnu. So he has two features in one. Lord Sukadev Goswami continued. Yeah, grandfather King Yudhishthira, after completing his Aswan, made the sacrifices, asked Lord Achyuta this very same question while hearing the Lord's explanation of religious principles. This question pleased Sri Krishna, the king's lord and master, who had descended into the family of Yadu for the purpose of bestowing the highest good on all men. The Lord replies as follows, as the king eagerly listened. The personality of God has said, if I especially favor someone, I gradually deprive him of his wealth. Then the relatives and friends of such a poverty-stricken man abandon him. In this way, he suffers one distress after another. When he becomes frustrated in his attempt to make money and instead befriends my devotees, I bestow my special mercy upon him. A person who has just become sober fully realizes the absolute as the highest truth, the most subtle and perfect manifestation of spirit, the transcendental existence without end. In this way, realizing that supreme truth is the foundation of his own existence, he is freed from the cycle of material life. Because I am difficult to worship, people generally avoid me and instead worship other deities who are quickly satisfied. When people receive kingly opulences from these deities, they become arrogant, intoxicated with pride and neglectful of their duties. They dare to offend even the demigods who have bestowed benedictions upon them. So Lord Vishnu is speaking about his position and about the position of Lord Shiva. Lord Vishnu said, because I am difficult to worship, Lord Shiva is easy to worship. Easy. If you offer Lord Shiva this red flower, 360 hibiscus, if you offer Lord Shiva 360,000, you become very dear to Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva will appear before you. What do you want? If you want Lord Shiva, give me power to kill you, he'll give you. That's Lord Shiva. So merciful, Ashutosh. So merciful. Lord Shiva is so merciful, so kind. If you ask him to give you benediction to kill him, Lord Shiva will give you. That is Lord Shiva's position. So merciful, so kind. That Lord Krishna gave him because of his position. Lord Shiva, Lord Vishnu gave him a special service that he couldn't give to himself, Lord Vishnu. He couldn't even give to Lord Brahma, but Lord Vishnu can give that to Lord Shiva. Because of Lord Shiva's merciful nature. He's so merciful, very, very kind. So Krishna said, because of this, people worship Lord Shiva. And because of the people don't worship me, they avoid me because I'm difficult to approach. And Krishna explained himself. If someone approaches me and is asking me for something mundane, I look at him as a foolish person, one who does not know. But I am not a fool. I am supremely intelligent. So why should I do this? Giving this person something that will put this very person in trouble. I will not do that. So I will take my time to purify the person. But because of that, people will not worship me. They will go to Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva will not look at your position. He will not look at their position. Provided you approach him, that's your qualification. Simply approach Lord Shiva. Oh, he's finished. He's so merciful that Krishna gave him a rare service. What is that rare service? Lord Krishna gave a service to Lord Shiva that he can associate with hobgoblins, varieties of pichachas, asuras, yakshas, rakshasas, kecharis, and varieties of ghosts. Lord Shiva associates with all of them. Why? To give them mercy. So if Lord Shiva sees someone, he moves by 6 o'clock. By evening, twilight, 6 o'clock. Lord Shiva is moving with his associate. His associates are all terrible, terrible beings. And Lord Shiva sees someone is having sex, by that time, he will send one of them inside the womb. That is why you see our planet today is fully loaded with unnecessary beings. Children who have no respect for anyone. They cannot be human beings. They are rakshasas, rakshasis, and hobgoblins. They also say Lord Shiva. So Lord Shiva punishes people. And this is described in Bhagavatam, Kashyapa Muni and his wife Diti. They met at the wrong time. And Kashyapa Muni told the wife, you see, even though Lord Shiva has a relationship with you, he does not care who you are. Lord Shiva will punish you and he will bless you. Whoever you are, he does not look at your face. So although you have relationship with Lord Shiva, what you have done now, it is inauspicious. This time, Lord Shiva passes what is associated. Now, my semen in your womb, they are associated with Lord Shiva. 2 beings are there. They are twins. They will torment the world. These are Lord Shiva's associates. He's so kind, so merciful. Simply approach him with a little flower. Lord Shiva is pleased. He's pleased. Lord Shiva's dealing with conditioned souls is out of his compassion. But generally, conditioned souls, we don't always go for the higher side of everything. We go for the lower side. So although Lord Shiva is so merciful, so kind, that he can help us, we always misbehave. Lord Shiva can give us Krishna Prema. He has that power. If you please Lord Shiva. And Lord Shiva asks you for benediction. Ask him, please give me love of God. Lord Shiva will give you. In Navadvip, Yog Pit, the liver Shiva Linga behind the Yog Pit, Srila Bhakti Notakura wrote a prayer to Lord Shiva. And the prayer was written on the walls there, but now they have plastered it over. The prayer was actually written by Srila Bhakti Notakura as an offering to Lord Shiva. In this prayer, he's begging Lord Shiva, you are the protector of the dam. Please, what is the dam? Our heart is the abode. It's the dam. And Lord Krishna stays in the heart. So Bhakti Notakura is praying to Lord Shiva, protect my heart so that nothing inauspicious passes through. Lord Shiva gives. Lord Shiva responds if you pray to Lord Shiva like this. So please protect me and give me the shelter of Lord Krishna. Lord Shiva gives very easily. But people don't worship Lord Shiva to get Lord Krishna. They worship Lord Shiva to get material things, which is very unfortunate. But see, Lord Shiva gives. Lord Shiva, he gives. Here in Vrindavan, everyone who comes to Vrindavan without going to take the shelter of Mahadev, Gopishwara, has never entered Vrindavan. Lord Krishna specifically, Lord Krishna personally gave Lord Shiva this post. We mentioned before that Krishna gave service to Lord Shiva, which he couldn't give to himself. He couldn't give to Lord Brahma, but he gave it to Lord Shiva because of Lord Shiva's nature of being so kind, so merciful, ready to carry out any instruction given to him by Lord Krishna. This is Lord Shiva's position. So it is not a mistake to say that Lord Shiva is the best devotee of Lord Krishna. He is. Lord Krishna appreciated Lord Shiva's transcendental nature. He is controlling ignorance, but he is above ignorance. He associates with the low beings. He is not controlled by lower beings. He gives shelter to lower beings and is not affected. And why Krishna gave him this position? Because Lord, he is the next person to him. Lord Shiva is the next person to Lord Vishnu, which Brahma is not. Brahma is Jiva, so he's not the next person. But Lord Shiva is the next person. Therefore, Lord Krishna gave Lord Shiva a special service which he couldn't give to Lord Brahma. And because Lord Vishnu is so pleased, so happy with the service of Lord Shiva, Lord Krishna became so satisfied and told Lord Shiva to reciprocate. To reciprocate, I will worship you, just to honor you. And Lord Krishna did that. And which is a confusion for many people. Lord Vishnu, Ramchandra, I worship Shiva to go to Lanka. Hey, how can you tell me not to worship Shiva? you don't understand. And Lord Shiva is the greatest above Lord Vishnu. That's ignorance. That's ignorance. That is the respect Lord Krishna has for his devotees. Not only Lord Shiva, Krishna does this too. Lord Krishna, he came as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to do what? To appreciate the nature of devotee of Krishna. The Supreme Lord became a disciple of his own disciple. Lord Krishna drove the chariot for Arjuna. Yeah? Why is that not a problem? Only Lord Vishnu worshipping Lord Shiva is a problem. Why? Arjuna's being driven for 18 days. Krishna was driving Arjuna's chariot for 18 days, washing the horses and the elephant of Arjuna for 18 days, washing the chariot they're going to use, and being kicked every day by Arjuna. Why is that not a problem? Only worshiping Lord Shiva, that's a problem. That is ignorance. That is Lord Krishna's transcendental nature to cheat less intelligent class of people who are fools. Lord Krishna did this to Lord Shiva. He did it to Arjuna. He did to many other the cowhead girls, the gopis. Krishna worshipped them. Yes. So he worshipped Lord Shiva as an appreciation for the difficult tasks that Krishna gave to Lord Shiva, that Lord Shiva did it perfectly, that nobody else can do. Who will have done that service? Will a Jiva do that? Associating with the hobgoblins and remain not contaminated? Only a superior person can do that. So Lord Shiva is in charge of that, taking care of lower beings. Those days, I don't know if it happened these days. Those days, in a primary education, young people doesn't teach the children, kindergarten. Young people doesn't teach. Is the eldest people, the headmasters, the head teachers, they teach the children. Why? Because of their tolerance and patience. Young people will come and shout and they can't tolerate because they have no experience. But elderly people, they have maturity, they have experience, they have wisdom. So they can accommodate the children and deal with them and gradually bring them up from their lower position to a higher level. That is position. Gradually take us to the highest platform. We'll look at that. And another part of Srimad Bhagavatam, where Lord Shiva song for Krishna is being worshipped. Yes, being worshipped. So let's finish with this. And the position of Lord Shiva is highly exalted position, not just common. So we should try to understand his position. Why Krishna gave him such a heavy task. Heavy. Even the appearance of Lord Shiva, that is Lord Vishnu's order for him. Lord Vishnu told him directly, my dear Shiva, I don't find anyone else who can do service for me to you. Some demons worship me, and I'm in their heart. So demigods cannot kill them. Only you can do something. But Shiva said, what can I do? You should introduce dark philosophy. Introduce a dark philosophy against me. But Shiva said, how can I do that? How can I do that? The Vishnu said, you have to do it as a service. So Shiva accepted and he appeared as Sankaracharya with a very dangerous dark philosophy. That was not given to Lord Shiva by Lord Vishnu. Service. And Vishnu imparted the philosophy will disappear. So in the form of the Sankaracharya, so Shiva introduced very dangerous philosophy. And immediately upon hearing that, it disappeared from that. So demigods were able to kill all those demons. Only Shiva can do that. So he's called Mahadeva. Mahadeva. He's not dead, but on his position. His position is not that any Shiva can attend there. Not. his position is different. So, repeating that next to Lord Vishnu is Lord Shiva, because of his exalted position. So this is explain the difference between him and Shiva. Yes. And Swami is a non-this person. What is this? What is a person? The demon named Brika, the son of Kuni, met Muni on the way. Muni was coming one day. This Brika Sura met Muni and said, between Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, who is the most merciful that can worship? Immediately Muni said, go to Shiva. Muni knows his mind. So go to Shiva. He said, great, I will go to Shiva. She went to Lord Shiva. Those advised, the demon proceeded to worship Lord Shiva by taking pieces of flesh from his and offering them to oblation to the sacrifice, which is Lord Shiva's mouth. Brikasura became frustrated after to obtain on 70 days after dipping his hair to holy waters at Dhira and leaving it wet. He took up a chair and prepared to cut his head. For 6 days, Om Shivaya Swaha, Om Shivaya Swaha, Om Shivaya Swaha. Was all the flesh all over his body. He finished what he finished. Lord Shiva didn't come. He was rotted. What am I going to do? In the 7th day, we went to his offer to Lord Shiva. See, demonic. If he die, how will he enjoy the result of sacrifices? Will enjoy, because he knows the sign of reincarnation. The soul does not die. Therefore, even if he didn't get it now, he will kill himself so that next time. Next that we will always get the merit of our activities. It will be wonderful for us. But at that very moment, the supremely merciful Lord Shiva rose up out of the sacrificial fire, looking like the god fire himself, and grabbed the arms of the demon to stop him from himself. Just as we will do. Lord Shiva once came touching Lord Shiva, all the flesh from his body became normal as it was. And Lord Shiva said, friend, stop. Me whatever you want. You have subjected the body to torment for no reason. Since I am pleased with several offering of water from those who approach me for shelter. Upon doing this, Shiva seemed somewhat disturbed. Shiva said, from Shiva said, come upon whomever I touch upon the head of my hand. Any person I touch the head should die. And Lord Shiva became very, very disturbed. What kind of benediction are you looking for? Upon hearing thee, Lord Rudra seemed somewhat disturbed. Nonetheless, O descendant of Bharata, he vibrated Om to signify his benediction with an ironic smile, as if giving milk to a poisonous snake. So this is Lord Shiva. He knew this is a very dangerous personality. But he cannot back his words. He promised him, I will offer you whatever you want. And now he's asking for the head of Lord Shiva himself. Because the demon is attracted to Lord Shiva's wife. He knows that he cannot take the wife. Shiva is alive. Lord Shiva is dead, so he can take the wife. This is the problem, that we don't understand the person who can give us power can also take it back. Who can bless us and also curse us. Right from the beginning, Lord Vishnu said, Lord Vishnu himself, they can curse. So Lord Shiva has the power, but he didn't curse this demon who have asked him for such a dangerous, a dangerous dangerous was asked, oh Lord Shiva, he didn't change his words because he's a principle-minded person. I will do my words. I cannot go back on it. I have to keep to the promise, even though it is very dangerous. And also it requires my life. Of course, he cannot kill Lord Shiva. So Lord Vishnu did this to establish a principle, this pastime. The principle is that even though he worshipped Lord Shiva, to reciprocate the loving service Lord Shiva does for him. Although he has given Lord Shiva extremely difficult services and has a full respect for Lord Shiva, Lord Vishnu does not become diminished in his position as the Supreme Master of Lord Shiva, the Brahma, everyone else. So for those who are foolish, so foolish that we can understand the dealings of Lord Krishna, Krishna brought in this pastime to establish his supreme position above everything else. So Lord Shiva became sorry, giving this blessing. Because Gokuleshwar started looking at him. You give me this blessing, so let me test it on an head to see if it is working. You gave it to me. So let me test it. I want to be sure. I want to be sure it is working before I'll have the confidence. You see, he worshipped him, he has confidence. And he got blessing from him, he has no confidence. You want to test it on his sense. Because he has the tendency, he has the desire to take Lord Shiva's wife. She wants to kill Lord Shiva. So Lord Shiva ran for his own life and ran away. After some time, he came to Lord Vishnu. So Lord Vishnu said, "Hey, Mahadev, what is happening?" And Lord Shiva pointed hand. Lord Shiva pointed hand. Look at the demon coming after me. The Bhakti came and the Vishnu smiled. The Vishnu smiled, Krishna smiled. It's a different thing altogether. When Krishna smiled in Bhakti, his intelligence disappeared. So the Vishnu said, "My friend, what's the problem?" "Oh, Lord Shiva gave me a blessing. I want to taste it and he ran away. So I want to taste him. Please allow me to taste the weapon, to this benediction on his head." The Vishnu, I really say, "My friend, you are an intelligent person. You're not intelligent. Eh? Look at Lord Shiva. See, you just take a look. How you believe a person like this will have power to live? Eh? A person like this, he has no house, he has no money, he has nothing to dress. Look, see, he has no power. He says why he's running. If he has power, he will not be running away from you. He will have contracted it. There's nothing there. I promise you, that even if you touch your own head, nothing will happen. Try and see." So Vishnu had already taken his intelligence. He did, and he was dead. So the Vishnu said, "You see, don't give benediction like this. You should look at people before you attend to them. But this is Lord Shiva's nature. And Krishna did this to teach us a lesson that he is Vishnu all the time. Even whatever he did may seem human, may look extraordinary, may look common, but Lord Vishnu's position remains supreme eternally. And no one can contest that. No one can contest that. So Lord Shiva is so special, so great, so wonderful personality. That we need to hear about Lord Shiva. So Lord Shiva is speaking. Lord Shiva said, "You are all sons of King Prachina Barhi, and I wish all to be. I also know what you are doing, and therefore I am visible just to show mercy on you." It was very, very merciful. But Shiva is very difficult to get. By his costless mercy, he makes himself available. The Prachita did not know Lord Shiva, but Shiva came to meet him out of his costless mercy. So he said here, "I also know what you are going to do. And therefore, I am visible to you to show my mercy upon you. I'm invisible, but I became visible just to show you mercy." This is Lord Shiva's position. Lord Shiva continued, "Any person who is surrendered to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, the controller of everything, material nature, as well as the living entity, is actually very dear to me. Now I shall chant one mantra which is not only transcendental, pure, and auspicious, but is the best prayer for anyone who is aspiring to attain the ultimate goal of life. When I chant this mantra, please hear it carefully, attentively." Lord Shiva is not chanting mantra for himself. He's chanting mantra for Krishna. And he said this mantra is the ultimate. It gives one the ultimate goal of life. My prayer continues. Out of his causeless mercy, the exalted personality, Lord Shiva, great devotee, Lord Narayana, continue to speak to the king's sons, who we are standing with folded hands. Lord Shiva addressed the Supreme Personality of Godhead with the free prayer. O Supreme Personality of Godhead, all glory is unto you. You are the most exalted of all self-realized souls. Since you are always auspicious for the self-realized, I wish you be auspicious for me. You are worshipable by virtue of the all-perfect instructions you give. You are the super soul. Therefore, I offer my obeisances unto you as the supreme living being. My Lord, you are the origin of the creation by virtue of the lotus flower which sprouts from your navel. You are the supreme controller of the senses and the sense object, and you are also the all-pervading Vasudeva. You are most peaceful, and because of your self-illuminated existence, you are not disturbed by the 6 kinds of transformations. My dear Lord, you are the origin of the subtle material ingredients, the master of all integration, as well as the master of all disintegration. The predominating deity named Sankarsana, and the master of all intelligence, known as the predominating deity Pradyumna. Therefore, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you, my Lord, as the supreme directing deity known as Aniruddha. You are the master of the senses and the mind. I therefore offer my obeisances unto you again and again. You are known as Ananta, as well as Sankarshan, because of your ability to destroy the whole creation by the blazing fire from your mouth. My Lord, O Aniruddha, you are the authority by which the doors of the higher planetary systems and liberation are opened. You are always within the pure heart of the living entity. Therefore, I offer my obeisances unto you. You are the possessor of semen, which is like gold, and thus, in the form of water, in the form of fire, you have the Vedic sacrifices, beginning with Chaturhotra. Therefore, I offer my obeisances unto you. This is very significant. Lord Shiva is praying to Lord Krishna. Here he said, you are the possessor of semen, which is like gold. The Lord Shiva's semen is gold, produces gold. Why? Because he worships Sankarsana. That is the Lord Shiva. Our semen is not gold, but the Shiva's semen is gold. This is gold. That's in Lord Shiva's possession. He is the original father of Hanumanji. Lord Shiva is original father of Hanumanji, Ganesh, and Kartikeya. Generally, everybody knows Kartikeya and Ganesh in Lord Shiva's. Hanuman is different. Hanuman is the son of Lord Shiva, born in the forest. But Shiva continued, my Lord, you are the provider of the Pitrilokas, as well as all the demigods. You are the predominating deity of the moon and the master of all 3 bearers. I offer my respectful obeisances unto you because you are the original source of satisfaction for living entities. My dear Lord, you are the gigantic universal form which contains all the universal bodies of the living entities. You are the maintainer of the 3 worlds. As you maintain mind, body, and head of life within them. I therefore offer my respectful obeisances unto you. My dear Lord, by expanding your transcendental vibrations, you reveal the actual meaning of everything. You are the all-pervading sky, within and without. And you are the ultimate goal of pious activities executed both within this material world and beyond it. I therefore offer my respectful obeisances again and again unto you. My dear Lord, you are the viewer of the result of pious activities. Your inclination, disinclination, and their resultant activities. You are the cause of the miserable conditions of life caused by irreligion. And therefore, you are dead. I offer you my respectful obeisances. I like this one. This is very, very good. Very good. You are the cause of the miserable conditions of life. If one hears this, what will come to the mind? I'm suffering because of you, Krishna. You are making me suffer. But Lord Shiva said, you are the cause of the miserable conditions of life caused by irreligion. So that question doesn't go to Vishnu, it comes back to us. And therefore, you are dead. I offer you my respectful obeisances. Lord Shiva continued, my dear Lord, you are the topmost of all bestowers of all benediction, the oldest and supreme enjoyer amongst all enjoyers. You are the master of all the world's metaphysical philosophy. You are the supreme cause of all causes. You are the greatest of all religious principles, the supreme mind. You have a brain which is never checked by any condition. Therefore, I repeatedly offer my obeisances to you. Dear Lord, you are the supreme controller of the worker, sense activities, and result of sense activities, karma. Therefore, you are the controller of the body, mind, and senses. You are also the supreme controller of egotism, known as Rudra, myself. You are the source of knowledge and activities of the Vedic injunctions. My dear Lord, I wish to see you exactly in the form that you are very dear devotee worship. I wish to see you exactly in the form that you are very dear devotees worship. You have many other forms, but I wish to see your form that is especially liked by the devotees. Please be merciful upon me and show me that form. For only that form worshipped by the devotees can perfectly satisfy all the demands of the senses. The Lord's beauty resembles a dark cloud during the rainy season. As the rain falls, glistens, his bodily features also glisten. Indeed, he is the sum total of all beauty. The Lord has 4 arms and an exquisitely beautiful face with eyes like lotus petals, a beautiful highly raised nose, a mind attracting smile, a beautiful forehead, and equally beautiful, fully decorated ears. The Lord is super excellently beautiful on account of his open and merciful smile and his silent glance upon his devotees. His black hair is curly and glossy, and his garments, waving in the wind, appear like flying saffron pollen from his lotus flowers. His glittering earrings, shining helmet, bangles, garlands, ankle bells, waist belts, and various other bodily ornaments combined with conch shell, disc, globe, and lotus flower to increase the natural beauty of the cosmos pearls on his chest. This is Shiva's standing Krishna, his Lord, and he has given us this beautiful prayer. So it is titled Chanting the Song, sung by Lord Shiva. Chanting the song, sung by Lord Shiva. If one chant this mantra, which was specially empowered by Lord Shiva, will attain Godhead. Hare Krishna.